We continue on Offside Sports inside the Loft 100 studios in Southern California, presented by Turtlebox Audio. Waterproof and insanely loud. Find their industry-changing portable speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. And this portion of the program presented by our newest partner here on Offside Sports, Bebemos Tequila. Crafted from tradition, fueled by freedom, and made for those who chase the sun. Bebemos is a way of life. Find your bottle at WeDrinkTequila.com. Duran Fraser joins us in studio, and he is the brains, he is the genesis of Flag50, flag50.com. Duran, thanks for coming in studio, brother.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I know you were expecting just like a little light bulb hanging down from the ceiling and a little card table and just us sitting around it, but no, we roll out the best for our best, and we're glad that you're with us here today on Offside Sports. For people who don't know, kind of give us the who, what, when, where, why of what Flag 50 is all about and what it's doing for the flag football community.
Yeah, Flag 50 started with me on a field watching my kid play flag football and trying to figure out what the best solution was to avoid yelling at the referee for a time or a score. And so what I did is I had been in the sports tech world for about 7 years, and I tried to develop over about a year and a half technology where we started with parents, and eventually it moved into figuring out a solution for the referees to actually time and score the game.
Okay.
And that provided the parents with a solution to follow that.
Now, is that a situation kind of like when you're in Little League, there's one parent or there's one mom who's like always the official scorer, you know, she's got the book out and stuff. And I can remember as a kid playing flag, there was a father or a mom who was the timekeeper, and it was just all based on a volunteer, sort of hierarchy. And it seems you have completely streamlined this aspect of what now is a massively growing sport in the United States and internationally.
Yeah, it's a trip to see how fast it's growing.
Yeah.
When I jumped in about a year and a half ago, I promise you it wasn't growing as fast as it's growing now. I think the 2028 Olympics helps the cause a bit, and just watching female flag football explode is just amazing to watch. The media value in female flag is pretty cool to watch as well. Like having a chance to be at the NFL Flag Championships in Canton, Ohio, about 2 months ago, and watching on the fields these women play internationally as well has just been incredible to watch.
Is the NBL? Good Lord, is the NFL? Have you had conversations with them? Are you in contact with them? Are they kind of looking at you thinking, this Fraser guy's got something we may want to either steal from him or invest in?
Yeah, to be honest with you, we've had several conversations. I don't know what they want to do. Maybe they want to steal from me.
Yeah.
No, we've had several conversations. Obviously, NFL Flag is the largest flag organization in the country, approximately 800,000 participants.
Good Lord.
So we're working with some of the larger ones here in the U.S., which is exciting. And it's been some great conversations. We really just want to see the growth expand and try to help support that.
The sport is growing at such a tremendous rate. It's awesome. And first of all, anybody can play. I had a son who moved across country, and he said, how am I going to meet people? The first thing he did was he joined a flag football league. And it's turned in one of those where he's in a men's league, he's in a co-ed league. And then when you talk about it being where the girls are playing now, I love the fact that it's in high schools. And it gives girls a chance, whether you're playing as a basketball player and saying, I want something else to do when basketball season's not going on, or volleyball, whatever it is, all of a sudden you're seeing tremendous athletes on these fields. Now, when you talk about fields, it seems like an issue is there aren't enough fields out there. Like as cities, they have to do a better job making it basically more accessible for people to continue to play flag football. So to me, your app has come at a perfect time when the sport is growing and you're growing with it.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, and you're right. I think that is the biggest challenge, right? Is the real estate that takes to play these games.
Always.
And but I think that the cities have allocated a lot of field time for these flag football leagues to allow them to grow, which is neat. And it's going to be fun as we kind of expand with the technology. Right now we're timing and scoring, and we're moving into stats and profiles very soon.
Duran Fraser is the CEO, the creator of Flag 50. They are helping the flag football community in Southern California. I think they're going to be nationwide pretty soon and international after that. Duran, as far as the genesis and where you are now in the growth pattern of what you're doing, obviously finance is key to everything. If you want to see it, where are you as far as getting bigger, growing your team, and getting the word out for people?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of, it's like the seven-headed dragon, so to speak. I mean,
Yep.
it's very, very difficult to balance it all. We are an AI-first engineering team, so we're building very lean. We're scaling quickly using AI resources. So that's been amazing for us. From a capital raise perspective, we raised a bit of capital, and now we're just kind of on the sales cycle of just really driving sales. So really working with some of the larger leagues.
Is that a tough pitch when you go in, or is it easy because you're talking to people about, hey, this is for kids in your community, this is for young people, maybe some parents or some investors like, I don't want my son or daughter putting a football helmet on, I just want them reaching for a flag?
The sales pitch is, here's the one challenge. The challenge is we don't have a lot of competition. So the
Gotcha.
challenge is no one else has built what we built. So it's really hard to go present something that is very different, right?
Okay.
And the other side of it is that the referees are used to using pen and paper. And I call this, the pen and paper crisis of sports, and flag 50 sort of solved that for flag football, but.
You've got a great story. The last time I checked, based on the college football rankings, Ohio State is #1 with a bullet. And they've got this kid who plays quarterback for them, Julian Sayans, who is a Southern California, San Diego product. You've got a little connection with the guy.
We do. Carlsbad has, Julian went to Carlsbad High School. The Carlsbad High School coaches actually run FNL program here in Carlsbad, and Julian went through FNL. So the cool story is, like, he went through the program up into, jumped into high school, and now is the best quarterback. Is he going to win a Heisman this year?
He certainly, it's funny. He certainly is in the running. Siege, I'm sure you came up through youth baseball leagues and little league and travel ball and stuff like that. Duran, as far as where flag football is going and how it is growing, is it growing at a rate that we have no clue? Is it just moving at the speed of heat?
Yeah, I would say, we all, and I get in a room with people that play different sports, and I say, hey, who plays pickleball? And I say, I got bad news for you. It's no longer the fastest growing sport in America.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Female flag is now the fastest growing sport in America. So, yes, it's moving that fast. I mean, we talk, about D1 and the movement of D1 and female flag football. I think there's now 6 or 7 universities on the D1 side that have picked up female flag. High schools are blowing up all over the country with flag football. I think I just heard recently a couple of big high schools had 80 or 90 females try out for a 20-person team.
Amazing.
So it is growing at a rate that I've never seen a sport grow.
One thing I love about that is I have a son who played Division I college football, and when you look at what they can do after their sport, after they're done, there's always been adult baseball, adult soccer leagues, swim teams, tennis. You can go play tennis the rest of your life, golf the rest of your life. But there wasn't a lot for football players. When it was over, it was just sort of over. So to have this opportunity, and now that you have this great AI-generated platform that's going to help the sport grow even faster and help it become, this century, it's fascinating.
Yeah, it is really neat to watch and to see. I think when you get to a D1 sport, I mean, the infrastructure for schools is there, right? Why every school wouldn't pick it up immediately?
Right.
They've got a football field. There's not a lot of money that needs to go into building the sport up for the school. I just heard Cal Poly San Luis Obispo is offering 26 scholarships in 2026 for females. So it changes the entire dynamic of sports if you think about it.
I just tried out for the lingerie football league and I got cut. But, maybe I can now go. I can go play flag football. Duran Fraser is the CEO, the founder of Flag 50. The website's flag50.com.
That's correct.
For people who want to find out about it. And Duran, as far as that is concerned, does someone just contact you and say, hey, we want to use the AI, we want to use the technology in our flag football organization, and you guys just kind of you take the ball from there and go?
Yeah, you can just go on the website. There's a contact form on the website.
Okay.
And one of our team, somebody from our team, will get a hold of whoever wants to get more information on onboarding the league.
Where are you going to be, you think, in a year from now, 18 months from here? What's the 18 months from now? What's the big hurdle or what's the big goal you've got in mind for Flag 50?
Ultimately, I just want to create a simpler process for leagues to bring on new teams and participants and grow that sport. And then I want to offer things like live streaming, AI clipping tools, athlete profiles, statistics, predictive analytics, things that we've done in the past with other sports, but really focusing on flag football.
Thanks so much for coming in today, brother.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Great to see you. Thanks for letting us know about Flag 50. The website again, flag50.com. If you are in the flag football world, flag50.com. It's where you should be heading. All right, who had big enough wins in the NFL to make it into this week's Power Rankings? We'll have those and the bet of the show next as Offside Sports rolls on right after this.